Okay, this story really makes you think that life is like a script that can't be changed, and even the idea of trying to change it was already written into that script. Have you ever encountered something just one sentence that accurately predicted someone's fate? What I'm about to share is something I witnessed myself when I was young. One phrase, "I don't tell fortunes for the dead," came true, word for word, just a few months later. I was in my 20s then. We went on a trip with our boss to Cangyan Mountain in Jingxing County, Hebei Province. Us younger guys were walking fast, but our boss was quite heavy, almost 300 pounds, so he was slow and lagged behind. We reached the top first and saw a Taoist temple, so we decided to check it out. Inside, there was a Taoist priest around 40 years old with a black beard. He had a fortune-telling cylinder. You shake it, a stick comes out, and he interprets it for you. A few people ahead of us asked about their children's futures or their husbands' careers. Afterward, everyone dropped some money into the donation box. Money was tight back then, so I put in 1 yuan. Some gave 5. We sat near the entrance waiting for our boss. Eventually, he arrived, huffing and puffing, supported by his wife. He saw that everyone had drawn a fortune stick and seemed excited. "I'll draw one too," he said, "and see what my future holds." He was almost 45 at the time, and there were rumors he was up for a promotion. But just as he was about to pick up the cylinder, everything took a completely unexpected turn. He went in alone. We stayed near the door and heard him say, "Let me have the cylinder, I'll draw one." But then we heard the Taoist priest respond sharply. He gathered his things, the cylinder, his book, a cloth, packed everything into his bag in a hurry, and walked straight out without even glancing at our boss. Our boss was furious. Everyone else got to draw one. Why not me? Since I was young and curious, along with another colleague, I decided to follow the priest. Let's catch up and ask why he refused our boss. Behind the temple was a narrow mountain path. The priest walked quickly. We had to run to catch up. When we got close, my friend asked, "Master, why wouldn't you tell his fortune?" Without even turning his head, the priest said just one line, "I don't tell fortunes for the dead." That one sentence left us completely stunned. Our hearts were pounding. It echoed in our minds over and over. How could that be? Our boss was perfectly fine. We were too scared to keep following. We looked up, and the priest had already vanished. We nervously discussed what to say. When we returned, our boss asked, "Did you catch up?" What did he say? We couldn't tell him the truth, so we just said we couldn't catch up. His face darkened. He stayed angry and didn't say a word the whole ride back. 2 days later, the colleague who went with me came to see me. "This is serious," he said. "We should quietly tell his wife." We went to her office and explained what happened, suggesting she find someone knowledgeable to check things out. She turned pale and said, "Don't spread this around. Let me handle it." Later, we heard she went to Wutai Mountain. When she returned, she wasn't the same. She never smiled, avoided eye contact, and stayed quiet. She never told her husband. A few months later, when the weather turned cold, our boss went back to his hometown with his father and a driver. On the way, on a high curved bridge, almost like a cliff edge, their car went off the road. All 3 of them died. After the funeral, my colleague and I couldn't stop thinking about it. That Taoist priest was right. Later, I quietly asked his wife, "Did you try to find a way to prevent it?" She said, "I tried. But at Wutai Mountain, as soon as I gave his birth details, they said it was inevitable. He was destined to go at 45. She paused. "And his father was taken too." So what do you think? Is life really like a pre-written script? Some people, some words, appear so suddenly and then vanish, yet they change the entire course of the story. Was it all just a coincidence?